The Physics of God is an incredible book, y'all. I am just listening to this on a video or a YouTube audiobook link, which I don't know if it's, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to comment on whether or not these are legal. There's always YouTube audiobooks, and they get up and they get taken down because of copyright infringement or whatever. But I look up books there all the time. You can see tons of audiobooks. And this one just popped up out of nowhere, man. Physics of God. I don't think I've ever seen it before, and I can't even remember the author. The author? I can't remember the author. I can't remember the author's name, but man, if you want to blow your freaking mind wide open, like, then listen and or / read that. It is a heavy book, because it talks like a lot about quantum physics and stuff. It drew me right in at first, because I was like, this sounds really interesting, because it was talking a lot about the fact that that you cannot deny the existence of something greater than all of us. Okay, so it's talking about, it talks a lot about, all the religions agree on a few small principles, but religion generally focuses on the difference, like why Jesus is better than Buddha, and blah blah blah. So I'm gonna fight you because Jesus is better. No, it talks about the fact that most religions, like the true core of the religion, before you get the Bible thumper guys in there going, Muslims are bad or Buddhists are bad because they don't listen to our book or whatever, like vice versa. It's all BS, dude. Like Neville Goddard said, buy your religion wholesale. Don't buy it retail from some evangelist freakadika that lives in a 7-bedroom mansion that has like orgies every night, like sliding down his gold slide into his gold swimming pool saying, we need more money, send me your money. Dude, anyway, I'm digressing a little bit in order to piss some people off, right? So I hope you stumbled across this and that pissed you off, because you need to wake up if that's something you like resonate with, that looking at differences in religion. That terrifies the crap out of me, because it destroys the core essence of the spiritualism that what a religion is actually based on. When you get that dogma garbage in there, it's just poison. Poison, I'll tell you. Poison, don't listen to the poison. Anyway, back to the book. So once it kind of grasped me on that, I'm like, okay, this is cool. Yeah, I'm into that. And it kind of digs a little bit deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. And man, there is some freaky stuff. He even talks about it. He's like, cue the Twilight Zone music, because it talks a lot about entanglement, which if you don't know that, there are some really good videos on quantum physics. There's one called Quantum Physics for 7-year-olds, which I would suggest start with that, because it gives a good idea about entanglement. It'll blow your mind. Entanglement, all that stuff. And then this book starts talking about holographs, how we are living in a 3D representation of a 2D holograph. Let's just say that when you're watching a movie, a movie is like individual pictures, right? And that's on a little 2D thing, right? But when it's played really fast, it looks like everything's moving, and when you see it up on the screen, it looks like more 3D than when you're just looking at this little piece of film. You can't really even like when it's moving, it doesn't look. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Really, honestly, I don't actually know what the hell I'm talking about. But it talks so much about like the double slit experiment where the waves of light did not collapse into particles unless they were like observed by someone. So it kind of talks about the material in this 3D world. Now I know this is like blowing my mind even as I'm saying this crazy stuff, man. But the 3D stuff that you see in the material world is not material until it's observed by someone. Now think of that for a minute. That's crazy. Like it's like sometimes I sit there and I look back and I go, are those guitars really behind me? They may not be. And then I have to look. And see, I don't know if you can ever look fast enough to see. Some of this stuff happens so fast, like the entanglement. They proved this because two particles, basically what they do is they take one particle and they split it in two, so it's like has the identical properties. So you get two particles identical, and then they take them and move them farther and farther apart. I can't move my fingers any farther apart than that. But one is like miles and miles away. They've done this experiment. I was like, one particle is miles and miles and miles away, and the other one is miles and miles the other way. I think it's actually only 14 miles total. 7 miles one, 7 miles the other. But nonetheless, it's something replicatable in the universe, theoretically, right? But they changed one particle, and instantaneously, the other particle changed to reflect the change in the other one. Instantaneously. Not even like light, speed, any of that stuff. Forget about that. Instantaneous. The book also talks about remote viewing, how that's possible, and so many other things that will just blow your mind. So I recommend that highly. It's a bit heavy, but I recommend The Physics of God. Get it. Get your mind blown up. Open your mind and let in the knowledge. Let in the thoughts. Free your mind. Free your mind. Okay, peace and love. Have a great day.